So welcome to Glasgow, welcome to the first MCM event in Scotland. Right, if you'd like to ask either of them a question, just have to do as you've done before and I'll come round to you. Just stick your hand up in the air. And all looks up and hands flying. Right, start in front.
So emotional, telling the last bit.
I guess that's for me. What is it? Well, in the last episode, it wasn't that emotional for me. I wasn't there. I guess. No, it was a little bit emotional because these guys, I got a lot of calls that week. From the guys talking about this thing finally wrapping up after it's been such a big part of our lives for years. And yeah, I felt like I was missing out on something, but
it's a really weird thing because normally the years before you get to the end of filming and it's been a long period of filming for about 8 months, so it was time when it's a break. I think it's the last week that suddenly went, this is coming back, this is it. But we also filmed out a sequence, so we're filming in various people who died, we filmed their scenes a few months before the end. So the last scene was quite a simple scene. But it was a very sad day. It was very sad last week. There was lots of parties, lots of celebrations, and that's where those events are great as well to see how a show is, but also to hang out and we're all close units. So it's some tears for sure.
Owen had a lot to say about the amount of tears that Rupert had. I don't know if he was lying or not. It's prone to exaggeration, but he's got some stories.
And we have a question from Jeremy here.
Thank you for your question. Hi, this is Merlin Magic, and I get the chance to tell you see John. Quickly, I'm going to go into some of the characters available for the storyline for what's in store.
Wow, that's a good one.
Is that your answer? Well done. I think that... You're about to say something? Go for it. Okay, I think my character, in terms of the fact that it would be lovely to have carried on, no one would have watched it if it was just the adventure of Leon as it carried on. I think it would have been fun to have done a little spin-off where Leon tries to rule Camelot. Because I'd like the idea that he married Gwen and then the whole Camelot collapses and it's into it just all goes to pot. But I don't know, I think they did it quite well. It would be nice to have had a lot more night stuff. I think the last series focused a lot more to wrapping the series up, and I think the night suffered a little bit for that, so we didn't have enough episodes to us up. So they're always the fun bits to do when there's a group of us together. So I think it would be nice to have seen more of that.
Yeah, I'd have loved an old-fashioned sort of quest episode. We had a couple, but as I said, with the last series, knowing that it was going to end was a lot. A lot of the through lines about Mildred's story, which was great, but it didn't have the same, as much of the same nightly questing as we had before. But I think that was one of the most exciting things about assembling a group of knights over the end of the third series. Was then the union to do kind of the old school nightly quests.
Right, question for here.
Hi, if you were asked to go back, like for a spin-off and movie or series, would you?
If we were asked back for a movie or spin-off, I think you've got to be very careful because the show was always going to be 5 years, and I know there were some people who didn't like how it ended, and a lot of that is because of the emotional drawing, and some characters didn't make it, and I think you've got to be very careful because the worst thing that could happen would be to come back and then not do as good a job. And if a new actor played Merlin or a new actor did someone's available, I think it would be a bit of a shame. So as fun as it would be, I think it's good that we ended on a high with people emotionally connected to it. You know, and it still has such a big following, you know, all around the world, and people are starting to watch it again. I think it's going to be a show that doesn't just end now and slowly fade. I think it's something that isn't over time that will carry on being popular, I think. So it would be nice to say yes, but I think it's good to, unless the script is incredible and it was all about me.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. It's hard to come back to something, especially because like logistically it's quite a big task. It'd be really difficult to get everyone together again, and to find a good sort of reason to reassemble, to revisit something that we've done. And so that's one of the nice things as well. Like we spent a period together, we made something, and it came to a conclusion while everyone still wanted to be part of it, and it's still exciting life.
Any question here? What was your favourite scene to film?
I quite enjoyed, like, I had a really fun ghost story episode in season 4. And a lot of that was very much fun because it's I guess it's kind of it was an old-fashioned simple ghost story, so there wasn't that many like special effects elements, and it kind of just depended on building slowly like suspense and then breaking it, you know. And I think one of the things that worked really well and that Jeremy did very well with the episode was to set up the expectation of the shot, undermine it, and then bring in the shot when you weren't ready for it. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I loved. There was a couple of favourite scene, the troll episode. I loved doing that with Richard and Anthony Head. And a lot of the stuff in the Lamo episode. There's quite a few, but I think the troll, I was still new to the show and I was annoyed at the people I was with, and it was quite a funny scene. And then meeting a very beautiful actress but covered in disgusting makeup. So it was good fun, it was good fun.
Question for today?
What was your favourite moment and favourite memory that was most of the journey?
It's so hard. You know, there are so many great memories, and that's the thing. I mean, little moments like falling out with Owen when we had to do a fight in the Lamo episode, and we took it a bit serious when we had the sword fight. Moments like that are hilarious. Falling out for balls, some of the silly things, the games we played. The favourite moments are probably things like the first time the whole group got together in the night, the 5 of us. End of series 3, we're all on horses riding into the castle in France, wearing our clothes, and there was a school party of French children who were just looking at us in awe, and we were like, no, it's really cool, isn't it? It just felt really cool as that unit coming in, being a knight on a horse in the castle. It doesn't get much cooler than that, except for being in Glasgow.
I was going to choose quite a similar moment. I remember like the first day filming that I really got to know the others was filming out in a place called East Abbey, and it was a beautiful day in these ruins, and it was quite a complex setup, so we got there very early in the morning and then had a couple of hours on set to kill together, and you know, it was when we started building, I guess, our off-screen relationship, which then fed into the on-screen one. And we found ourselves kind of like running around like a bunch of 10-year-olds, like through these ruins, exploring and climbing, and yeah, generally being silly. And it was really nice. Secc was there as well as the Knights Who Remained. And so it was, yeah, I think it was moments like that where we got to bond off screen and then bring some of that to our on-screen relationships.
Any questions here from the young lady?
I mean, doing a scene with Colin was always amazing. He played Merlin. And I love working with Anthony Head.
Richard Wilson is hilarious. Richard Wilson is like absolutely hilarious in real life, and you know, got a very dry wit. So he would always make you laugh when you least expect it. So it was always brilliant, like working with him. I really enjoyed that.
There's quite a few. It was always a fun day, unless you weren't there. It was horrendous.
Owen, I mean, you know, working with Owen, there were days where you'd be like, dude, you know, I would love. I can't remember the words you were saying. Like, I know that you've got to do your thing, but like, just give me a cue at least.
And he always eats apples in London.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Food in his mouth, and you can never hear what he was saying.
Yeah, we have another question. This number one. Right?
And when you started performing, filming the first season, did you think it was going to become as successful as the 5 seasons out of it?
Well, I joined the series 2, and so I already knew that the show had been quite successful. But I don't think it really kicked off until season 2, really. And I don't think that's all because of me, but mostly. But no, I think you knew it was going to be big. I don't think you realised quite how big it was going to be. And even now, you constantly get, I mean, the turnout here today is amazing. I'm sure there's some people here waiting for the next guy going, when these guys finish, but it's amazing how popular it is. And, you know, I've just been away in Sri Lanka and they just started showing it there and people stop the street there and you go, this is insane how big it is worldwide. So
I think I've been constantly impressed or surprised at the enthusiasm that people show, like Rupert says, you know, like the turnout today. Whenever anybody chooses to sort of talk about the show, it's such kind of love that it's kind of I don't know, it's overwhelming. So I don't think there was any way that we could have foreseen that. You know, there was obviously a plan to go for 5 seasons as soon as possible, but it's, you know, and also the business side of things determines whether it carries on. So that your support is what allowed it to last. So thanks.
yeah, and it got bigger and better every year, which is even better, which is hard for shows.
Back down front, this is Joanne.
How did you feel when you got the news that the series was cancelled?
I think there's a thing in the paper that said, oh, they've cancelled Merlin, and people were like, I can't believe they've done it. I think the reality is it was always going to be 5 years, so everyone knew it. They also were keeping it secret. You know, we would be interviewed and they'd say how many years would there be, and we had to pretend that it would go on and on. They always knew there was a finite 5-year plan. Still, when the news came, I think we all hoped there might be more. But 5 years is a long time. It was sad. It's like any job. It's like any, you know, 5 years is as long as being at a school, or it's a huge amount of time, and you see more of them than your actual families and more of the past, and it's sad leaving behind a big part of your life. So,
and it's also, it's one thing to sort of to have an expectation that something's coming to an end, and another thing to, you know, for that to actually be not only confirmed but then become a reality. And you know, I think it didn't hit until quite near the end that it really was over. Or was going to be over.
Christian, does your question come?
Rupert was the manager. Rupert had this amazing weird. Rupert had great relationships with the horses. It's like they fell in love with him. It's quite extraordinary, and I'm not even joking. And so they looked after him really, really well. And I think, you know, that's a lot of horse riding is getting on with the horse. He smashed that.
yeah, it's really weird. I did, like, the first 2 years I was terrified, the first year, and then I kind of got my own horse and got my own horse in France, and when we were filming, just developed a bond. And if I've been to France for a few weeks, I get back on the Welsh horse, would look at me and just go, I can't believe you've been that kind of horse. And she was, the Welsh horse is a funny story that some people probably know.
I was riding on the season 5, and she was just being a bit naughty in terms of like trying to move her to the left, and she would go, no, we're going to the right, we're going around in circles, and just being a bit difficult but in a funny way. Then one day the guy phoned me, the horse trainer phoned me and said, he went to the field this morning to pick her up, and she's had a baby. And no one knew that she had a baby, sorry, a foal. That would be really weird. Had a foal and no one knew that she was pregnant. So I've been riding a pregnant horse and wondering why she was doing a bit like moody. It turned out but it meant at the end of the series I didn't get to, I wasn't allowed to ride it.
Any questions for me here?
What was the training like for like all the sort of trainings and stuff like that?
I think we probably both did quite a lot of sword fighting training at the drama school. And then when it came to films, it was mainly about trying to work out what would suit the camera and the locations we were in. And then it was just working out a choreography that we loved. I mean, that was one of the things. We had some great fight directors, and they were very, very keen to make sure that the stuff that we did was stuff that felt good to us, and it would look better on screen. And so it varied massively. Like there were some scenes. What was it? There's a massive fight scene at the beginning battle of series 5. And that was rehearsed for a couple of days because it was huge. There was lots of cameras. It relied on quite complex. It relied on different bits of choreography linking up as the camera moved. So that took a while, but most of the time we'd have, I don't know, half an hour to work it out, practice it, and then we'd wait for the lighting team guys to set up the lights and then we'd go.
It would really depend. We had different things to some guys. There were times where you would literally go, oh, we're doing this right now, and you go, well, we haven't done it yet, so we'll just put it together. So luckily we could do a basic thing and learn how to make it look good. And when there's a trust there, it's fine. There were certain people who I won't mention names, but it would be a bit terrifying to fight. You know, you're trying to close the eyes and you'd be like, that's quite risky. But by the end, everyone was really good, and you know, when you fought stunt guys, they were brilliant because they didn't mind getting hurt.
But I mean, in order for those things to look real, there has to be a little element of danger because then everyone's kind of senses are really on edge, and then it kind of translates better. It's more vibrant on the screen. So we didn't like to over rehearse.